Oh, nope, nope, that's mine. Let go. Nope, 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 nope.
Let me grab the camera.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Happy New Year. I'll do a little introduction for you folks, and then you're welcome to come up and get a little closer if you like, whenever we're done here. But we're going to be here for a couple hours, and we brought a few different sloths to show you. Did that speaker just go off? You did? Yeah. On it. There we go. Thank y'all for coming. Did y'all have fun last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody awake still or kind of half awake?
Yeah.
Well, my name is Robert. I've met all of you, most of y'all, over the course of the last day and a half or so. I've gotten to where I know a lot of the names, so that's kind of fun. It's kind of nice to hang out with y'all. Let me introduce you to this beautiful little animal. Her name is Snooze. Snooze is 14 months old. She's still growing. She's not full grown yet. She's probably going to double in size. And here in a little bit, we're going to rotate her through with a couple of our other sloths. And then we have another adult female who's full size. So you'll see the difference in size there. This is the two-toed sloth. The two-toed sloths have 2 toes in the front and 3 on the back. This particular species is nocturnal. So during the day, they sleep most of the day. But they wake up periodically and move around a little bit and adjust. It doesn't mean that they sleep completely through the day, but they can sleep about 18 hours a day. So she'll be awake here for a few minutes. She loves to climb on this tree, but she rarely ever stops and sleeps. So we're going to let her hang around. She's like a little teenager, I guess, if you will. They are from Central and South America. And they are the second slowest moving mammal on the planet.
What's the first?
The first is the three-toed sloth. The three-toed sloth is the slowest animal. Sloths are very interesting animals. They don't, as far as their defense mechanism, they can bite, they can use their claws, but their best defense is actually camouflage. They like to hide. How many of you like to play hide and go seek? Yeah, I think I like to hide more than I like to look. But anyway, so what they do in the jungle, they sleep. And then as they sleep, moss and algae will grow on their hair. So they will turn green. They begin to look like a ball of moss when they're sleeping. And then they are also odorless. What that means is that they don't have a scent. You can't smell them. But they do absorb it. They absorb it just like a sponge. So if you put her in a pine tree, she would then smell like a pine tree. So they begin to smell like the earth. They smell like a tree, and they look like a ball of moss. So it really makes it hard for predators to see them. And because they sleep so much, if you're a predator that's looking for an animal that's moving, you're going to be staring at that ball of moss for a long time. Now, Snooze was born here in the United States. But her mom was brought to us from a rescue organization in South America because what happened was they cut down her tree, mom's tree. So when they cut down her tree, they picked her up off the ground and they realized that she was not injured, which is a good thing. She was unharmed. But what they did, they had to take her into the veterinarian hospital down there and they did exams to make sure she was okay. They did x-rays on her. They also did an ultrasound because they suspected that she was pregnant. And sure enough, she was pregnant. So they had to ship her to the United States. And then when we adopted her, she had already been born. So we have her mom also. She's not here today, but we do have her mom back at the ranch. And so we raised her along with her mom next to her since she was a baby. So she's used to being around people. She's accustomed to being held and hand-fed. But they're still sloths. They do have very sharp teeth. Right now I'm feeding her zucchini, squash, sweet potato, They like all kinds of mixed vegetables and fruit. In the wild, they are mostly leaf eaters, so they like to eat leaves. Now, in their stomach, they have 4 chambers, kind of like a cow. So it takes time to digest that food, and it takes a while. It takes so long that they only go to the bathroom once a week. Yeah, she went to the bathroom a couple of days ago, and she lost 4 pounds. So she'll probably go in the next 5 days or so. But that's what they do. They just take their time. And then when they do go to the bathroom, they climb to the bottom of a tree. They hug the tree trunk, and then they go to the bathroom. And then as soon as they're done, they're lighter, they're quicker, so they climb as high as they can to get away from the predators, because the predators know that they're down there, and so she has to worry about that. Now, their biggest predator is an eagle. It's called the harpy eagle. The harpy eagle is one of the largest eagles in the world. It is big enough to pick her up and fly away with her. So, she has to be very careful. The other thing, too, about the harpy eagle is that the way they hunt through the trees. So even if they're in a tree, they still have to be careful because the eagle can still see them hanging in the tree, and they have to worry about that. The other predators are the jaguars. The jaguars is another big predator of the sloth, and large snakes, depending on the snake, and deforestation. Humans. So when people come and cut down all their trees, they really they lose their home, and that's what happens with these sloths. They're not on the endangered species list yet, but they will get